Hi, good to see you. Introduction: the inevitable tides of interest in the search for peace. In the captivating ballet of human relationships, interests can evolve. At times, it's a slow dimming, at others, a startling epiphany. When you notice your own passion dwindling, or you perceive theirs shifting, a tempest of feelings can emerge. But how do you steer through these fragile, often heart-wrenching changes? How do you make sure your responses are not only impactful but also honorable? And most importantly, how do you preserve your tranquility when the currents of desire are no longer as they used to be? When interest shifts, a Stoic's guide to navigating shifting connections. Today, we're plunging into the profound Stoic perspective on these delicate transitions. This journey isn't about manipulation or stirring up emotions. It's centered on self-control, honor, and gracefully adapting to the evolving currents of relationships with poise, lucidity, and steadfast respect for both yourself and those around you. Prepare to revolutionize your way of connecting, welcoming the unyielding tranquility that arises from a life lived with virtue. Part 1. The unvarnished reality of evolving interests, a truth beyond ourselves. Let's face a core truth, one that Stoicism encourages us to embrace. Interest is an external occurrence, beyond our ultimate grasp. It isn't a constant, unchanging power. Just like everything external, it can shift and transform. This holds true for your attraction to someone else, as well as their attraction to you. Key Stoic principle: there are things within our control and things beyond it. Epictetus. When you notice your enthusiasm waning, or when you sense theirs dwindling, the first step in Stoicism is to embrace acceptance. This isn't about being indifferent, it's a clear-eyed recognition of the truth. Attempting to force interest, whether your own or someone else's, is akin to trying to catch water in a sieve. It's a struggle against the nature of reality, and such a struggle inevitably leads to pain. The primary task is simply to witness, without any judgment, that this is the current situation. Part 2. Your only true power, mastering your internal response. If changing interest is an external truth, then where does your power lie? It lies entirely in your internal response. This is the core of Stoicism. You cannot control that interest changes, but you can control how you react to it, how you think about it, and what actions you choose to take. Mastering your response. Control your perceptions. Do not judge change as inherently bad or good. Control your desires. Release the desperate need for interest to remain. Control your actions. Choose virtuous conduct, not manipulative tactics. It is not things that disturb us, but our interpretation of their significance. Epictetus. When you realize your interest has shifted, or you sense theirs has, the Stoic asks, what is the most virtuous response here? It's about acting with integrity, courage, and wisdom, regardless of the emotional turmoil. This inner mastery is the only reaction you can truly command. Part 3. The virtue of clarity, when to communicate and how. While Stoicism highlights the importance of internal control, it does not promote emotional detachment or silence as a means of manipulation. In circumstances where interests shift, particularly in established relationships, the Stoic approach often paves the way for virtuous clarity through open communication. Principles of virtuous communication: honesty without cruelty. I am experiencing X, and I must express that. Respect for her agency. Recognize her feelings and her right to respond. Emphasize I statements. My feelings have changed, rather than you caused me to lose interest. Timeliness in appropriate setting. Select a moment for a serene, private discussion. Prepare for any response. Be equipped for sadness, anger, confusion, or acceptance, while maintaining your composure. If you find yourself in a position where your interest has diminished, a Stoic response entails honest, respectful communication regarding your own feelings and needs, establishing clear boundaries. Conversely, if you sense their interest has faded, a Stoic reacts by observing, accepting, and getting ready to modify your own actions with grace, without demanding explanations or pursuing what is no longer present. This transparency, rooted in virtue, is a reflection of your character. Part 4. The path of dignity. How you carry yourself, the way you present yourself, especially when attention shifts, speaks volumes about your self-respect. This is where the essence of your inner Stoic training shines through. It's all about embodying dignity, steering clear of desperation or feigned indifference. Embodying dignity, no chasing, no begging. Your value isn't tied to the act of pursuing someone. No pouting, no passive aggression. You take charge of your emotions from within. Focus on your purpose. Your existence doesn't hinge on another person. Maintain boundaries. Handle communication and interaction with respect. Exude quiet confidence. Your true strength emanates from within, not from seeking approval from others. When you carry yourself with dignity, you send a clear message that you hold yourself in high regard. You are complete, regardless of someone else's interest. This is the most alluring and admirable response you can provide, as it stems from your unwavering self-worth, rather than a need to elicit a reaction. Part 5. Amor Fati in Memento Mori. Embracing the unfolding path. Two powerful Stoic concepts provide immense solace and strength when navigating changing interests. Amor Fati, love of fate, and Memento Mori, remember you must die. They transform a potentially painful moment into an opportunity for profound growth. Amor Fati, accept that this is how things are. Find the opportunity for growth in this change. Don't seek for things to happen as you wish, but wish for things to happen as they do. Epictetus. If interest fades, accept it. Embrace it as part of your unique journey. What lessons can you learn? What new paths are now open to you? This acceptance is not weakness, it's strategic resilience. Memento Mori, time is precious and finite. Don't waste it dwelling on what is gone or cannot be controlled. Invest your energy in a life of purpose and virtue. Every moment spent regretting, lamenting, or trying to force an outcome is a moment lost from your finite life. Memento Mori reminds you to invest your precious time in what truly matters: your character, your growth, and your authentic happiness. This profound appreciation for life's brevity fuels your dignified response. Conclusion: the timeless allure of an unyielding self. So, how does a woman respond when her interest shifts, or she senses that your enthusiasm has faded? Her response is ultimately hers to own. However, your reaction, your Stoic demeanor, is where your genuine strength resides. It's not about instilling regret in her, it's about mastering your own thoughts, acting with honor, and leading a life so firmly rooted in virtue that external fluctuations in interest become mere observations, not disruptions to your steadfast tranquility. Your tranquility, your strength, your integrity, this is the essence of true allure, the serene confidence of someone who is complete, self-assured, and guided by their own inner compass. That is the pinnacle of attraction. If this Stoic guide struck a chord with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more wisdom on living a life filled with strength and purpose. What's one Stoic principle you'll embrace while navigating shifting connections? Share your insights in the comments below.